opportunity to address those inherent issues, because you are not just here just to be coming to you every day and to smile. There are a lot of responsibility in the society. You have the responsibility that is bedeviling the country as of today, and the women's voice is not being heard. In the last 10 days of the End Bad Governance protest, we do not have that voice that sounds like Margaret Thatcher, that can hold ground like a Efusheto and Ura. The women seems to be in the kitchen, no unconcerned. If with your role and with your responsiveness, we believe the issue that is bedeviling the state today in view of youth orientation and youth empowerment, in view of agricultural innovation, in view of our state of insecurity, these are many issues that can be collaboratively resolved between the citizens and the government. When government is calling for dialogue, we were waiting that people should come forward and take that position. We have found one in you that can lead such dialogue with the government. We believe you have the wherewithal wisdom. God has created you to be at that position of mouthpiece. And that's why the Yoruba Council Worldwide find it so worthy that will be, in the next few days' time, we are planning to bring together all the kings in Yoruba land on the 7th of November at the Palace of the Elegushi, where we'll be marking the first Yoruba Oba Summit. And this summit is a summit you are leading us to. We believe this summit is to bring together all our kings, for them to take that responsive role that God has placed them to do, beyond the government role. In Yoruba land, we call our kings Oba, and they call them, in the ancient times, it is their council that is called Ijo Awon Oba, and that is a shortening to be Ijoba of today's clients, and we have resorted to be calling the government more of Ijoba. The government are not the Obas. They are elected or either civil servants taking responsibility and instructions from us as citizens. We are the employers of government, because that is what democracy entails. But in terms of our responsibilities, those that need to coordinate that responsibilities are our kings. They need to take up their constitutional role, ensuring that our lands are protected away from criminalities, away from encroachment. They need to give value of Omoluabi qualities to our dying culture in Yoruba land. We also need to help our intra-communal relationship, whereby our Yoruba people can as well be coordinated and having town hall meetings to aggregate opinions. These are critical areas we need your interventions, man. And we believe that as Yeye Ataeshi, you are here to resolve challenges, not just for the Yoruba people, the entire Nigerian nation, the African community, and the global community at large. We believe that what we have come here to do today is to appreciate God in your life, and equally to tell the government that the Yoruba people are for peace. We do not hate the Igbo people. We have not in any way resolved to drive away the Igbo people away from Yoruba land. We, on good governance, we rest our demand on to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that the demand for a new people's constitution is met within his first year term. That will give ground of restructuring that we have been yearning for, whereby every local government, just as he has granted the local government autonomy, beyond the autonomy, the governance itself at the local government level should be guaranteed. We equally use this opportunity to advise our governors, especially the state governors that have decided not to allow the local government to function. This is a government of we the people, for the people, and by our own self as people, and this government must show us that lead way of the day that we wake up, the issue of petroleum is an issue that we cannot reach. Why this oil is taken from our own land? This oil, why can't we have modular refineries? We need something that is workable, that can be attainable, and that is achievable. The government should sit with the NNPC to please bring down the cost of fuel. The common man on the street don't understand fuel subsidy. All they know is that fuel is 700 naira per litre. Whatever the grammar of government that they are removing subsidy, it doesn't have any stake on that last man on the street. So therefore, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu should do everything within his means. He's a true Democrat, to ensure that that issue of fuel, either the fuel subsidy or non-subsidized, we want fuel at the lowest cost per at least 100 naira per litre. Any amount they want to sell to our neighboring communities, it is at their profit. But let us gain. Let this, because this is one of our staples. Another is issue of power. We need adequate power supply. The government cannot be telling us that we should wait, okay, 4,000 megawatts. Where are the megawatts? Let every local government, the money they are giving to them, let them generate power at every local government level. Let the issue of power generation resort back to local government. We want the issue of education to be treated with utmost concern. We know the government is not yet doing expectedly as much, though they have given loan for the indigent students, but beyond the loan, if we have committed 35% allocation to education sector, we might not be talking about loan. We might just be talking about development and how, because almost every schools would have benefited, and the issue of even school fees we might not even be paying school fees if government is pushing 35% into that sector from local government, state and federal level. These are our demands. The issue of PIA for PIA Act, the oil producing community, they are the people laying the golden eggs, but they should not make to suffer. They should not make to go through the eyes of the needle to earn what belongs to them. They can be given 30% of their reversionary interest, not 3%. We believe that you are equal to the tax. We believe you have all the wherewithal. You don't need to be introduced. You know you are competent. You have the capacity, and the good health is the only thing we'll be praying for God to grant you, because your children and everybody will soon be missing you for months. It's either you are in Kogi today and you are either in Oyo tomorrow. All our royal fathers must go through the right traditional process of dealing with issues. Our culture that is dying. Our culture is our culture. Our culture is not religion. I want to plead, no Oba should reduce our culture to a mere TikTok affair. We need our culture to be properly guided, because that is our pride. We hold this as duty as Yoruba Council worldwide, and we are informing the whole world that today our Yeye, Dr. Mrs. Jackie Adrini Kazim, is presented this royal matronship appointment as the Yegbe Odu Agbaye Ayeye Ataishe. This is the appointment letter, ma. Congratulations, ma.
Thank you very much.
And for you to know that the responsibility of hosting the next Yoruba Oba Summit, this is to show the endorsement letter from Kabiyesi Ooni of Ife. That is a responsibility you have to carry on. We are giving you this as part of our, yes, ma'am, to know that the responsibility is that this is a letter from the Federal Ministry of Art and Culture endorsing the program, meaning the federal government is part of this project. We are not doing it alone. When we are done with Yoruba Land Map, you lead the northern people to ensure they also have the same thing, to host their Emir Summit. You go to the Eastern Zone for them to host their Obi Summit. You go to the Niger Delta, let them also host their Royal Father Summit. Because until when all of them resolve, we cannot have a national summit of all traditional institutions in Nigeria. These are part of the responsibility to show. We equally have gotten that of the Lagos State government, although it might be just for picture. Sorry, this is that of the Lagos State government to show. So we'll still bring the other copies for you very soon, but just to show that the Lagos State government under Governor Babajide Olusowo, which he doubles as the chairman Southwest Governors Forum. This will be one of his first major assignments as chairman Southwest Governors Forum, and we are alerting the governor to be prepared that Yoruba people are ready to give them all the support as our governors. All those good resolutions of agricultural revolution, IT, and all the good things Lagos State have been leading, we want similar thing to be in Ife, in Oyo, and let there be communal relationship beyond political parties. And that is why your responsibility, ma, is to lead us to all these offices in order to achieve a robust deliberation at the maiden edition of the Yoruba Oba Summit, which is slated for 7th November at the Monarch Hall at the Palace of the Legushi in Ikatelan, Lagos. Thank you and God bless. In order not to, you are here to be done, the essence of this is the IV of the event. We are launching it out today with based on your role. You are the first to receive this IV, and you help us to make sure that all the others gets this IV and they all attend. And thank you, man. So we are now where we are to bestow officially the Ataishe role. So
I think we should have done standing so that.
Okay. Well, because of it's a ceremony we might not have done about at least.
So can we shift back a bit? Let's shift so that I can get you.
Hardworking and
contribution
towards the development of Yoruba land
and
Nigeria. And followed with your plaque. You've been more, these are responsibility for you, ma. And we pray God in His infinite mercy will lead you aright, ma. Amen. Congratulations, ma. Ma.
All the picture and the slide.
Yeah, thank you. Are
kids yesterday and some people that were with me, when we used to buy dollar for 600 to 400 naira to 600 and something dollars, and they were like, no. I said yes, but how did we get here? They actually were smart about it. The first of all, turn ourselves against one another. But now I'm glad we have realized it, that the only way Nigeria can come to being what it used to be is when everybody puts hands together and make it work. All our KBACs, I'm going to make sure, you have given me a very big task, and I'm sure when I look at my right hand side, I will see you. And when I look at my left hand side, I will see all of you. Because this battle is for everybody. It's for all of us, not just for me. I will lead to the best of my own ability. But when I know I have the right people around me, then the job is half done already. A lot of our KBACs, we have to start talking to them. You know, now when government started paying KBACs, that's when we start losing our focus. I've always talked about town hall meeting. In those days, when we want to choose somebody to represent us, each community has a town hall meeting whereby we will choose, we will vote for who wants to go and represent us. We've lost that. Somebody will come from nowhere, go house to house and say, I want to become your representative. And the moment he's voted in, after 2 weeks, 2 months, he moved away from the community. At the end of the day, you can't get him anymore. But when we do community town hall meeting and everybody decide to put this person down, it has to be somebody that is known, the parents are known. So when he's going out of focus, we go and meet his mama and papa, wrong way, don't lawyer. But when you put somebody there that you don't even know who his father, his mother is, he's just living in the community. I think this is a very good step because I'm sure all the KBC now will buy into this. Every community have to start having a community, a town hall meeting. Whatever we want to do, we must know who is representing us and who are the people that are going to put in there, which is going to be all of you here. Because every one of us have community. And as from today, the job you have given to me, I have a passion for it. And I've started seeing the end result. And I'm praying to Almighty Father, by the time we finish with the West or Southeast, we go around the whole federation. We have no qualm against one another. An Igbo couple looked after my kids when he was growing up. I would go to work and come back. He's up there eating with them. I will join them. Sometimes I sleep on the couch. Yachinedu will say, don't wake her up, and covered me till in the morning when I will wake up. But nowadays, you can't have a new baby and give your neighbor to keep for you. You will be afraid because you don't know what they're going to do to that baby before you come back. And I keep on saying, how did we get that far? But like I said, this is going to be a new Nigeria, a new era for each and every one of us. And every one of you that is here today, please make sure you know this and pass the message on. You don't have to have a letter in your hand before you can pass the message on. Some of you go and cover all these KBCs. You can always tell them about it. And by the grace of God, we will let the government know our move. Because if we did not vote them in, if we did not want them there, they wouldn't have been there. And I'm very, very grateful, and I'm very, very happy. Though it's a big job, but like you said, all I need from everybody here is just prayer. For God to give us the strength, the energy, for everybody that is going to work on this project, to have the strength and the energy to do it. And we have to be successful. I don't do anything that brings failure. I don't. And like I always talk to you on the phone, I never knew it was this big assignment you were coming to give me. Maybe if I had known, I would have dodged you. Because I was complaining yesterday that I have so much on my plate. And but it's only God. It's when God directs somebody, He will give you the strength to do it. So I want to appreciate you, and I want to tell Nigerians the job has started for every one of us. And everybody should pull up their knickers and tie their ibonu or whatever, and let's start working. We are more than them. We are more than the so-called government. So why would they not listen to us? This is high time they start listening to the people. That is the only way they can have rest of mind too. I don't believe in violence. I believe in sit and talk. But then at the same time, ìgbà míì wọ́n máa ń sọ Yoruba pé ọ̀rọ̀ máa ń dùn yàn ju ẹgbàá lọ. We don't have to die riots. We don't have to break things. Because all these things we're breaking, we're still going to pay for it. It's still going to be our tax money. They're going to use it repairing it. So why do we want to destroy things? When they said we are going for a walk, let's go and demonstrate. I said, look, why don't everybody sit at home for 1 day, 2 days? Nobody on the street. They themselves, they wonder, nobody on the street, where are the people? It will surprise them. Somebody was telling me in China, when they want to go on strike, they don't leave job. They tie black thing around their hands When they used to make 1,000 pieces or something, they can do 5,000 and you won't even have where to keep it. That is the way they demonstrate. So we have to find a way that we're going to demonstrate in a very peaceful way and a very loving way, and not victimize one another. That, oh, it's the Igbo that is starting it, it's the Yoruba that is starting it, the Hausa people are not joining it. Everybody is feeling the pinch. And by the grace of God, we're going to get over it. Nigeria is a very tough country. We will get over it by the grace of God. Thank you very much for this honor. And may the Lord bless you and give everybody the strength to continue the fight. Thank you. God bless you.
Management of Rainbow also believe that